So, if you need permission or you feel like you just want to start something, you want to research a new education degree or start a new hobby or to create a course or start an online business, I'm giving you permission to do that. And also giving you the seed of growth of knowledge that I've had that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. So, you want to make an impact. You're thinking about starting a business, sharing your voice. How do women do it that handle motherhood, family, and still chase after those dreams? Well, listen each week as we dive into the stories of women who know. This is Call Me CEO. Welcome back, everyone, to Call Me CEO. This is your host, Camille Walker, and this is a solo episode. If you are tuning in for the first time, welcome and hello. I have shared stories of women building businesses here on this podcast for almost 5 years. I can't even believe that is true, and it is. And without a doubt, every single time I hear a woman's story, especially mothers who have pivoted and reshaped and gone forward with something new that is within them, it always inspires me. And that is my goal here, that as you're listening to these ideas and as you're thinking about how this could relate to you, that you really take away what is that calling within yourself that you're being called to. And if it's something that you are still not quite sure about, or you're looking for that information, or maybe some little help here and there, you've come to the right place. This episode is about how we can get into a rut of doing too much and still feel like we're not getting anywhere. And there are seasons for all of us as mothers that I feel like we can relate to that feeling, and you're not alone, and know that your efforts matter. So, thank you for being here. If you are not subscribed yet, please do so. I also send out weekly newsletters to help you stay motivated, which also include fun recipes and activities to do with your kids, as I've been creating content online for almost 15 years. It's been a long, long time. So it's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for pressing play. Today, we're going to talk about the relatable truth of always checking those boxes and always feeling like you are behind, and what you can do so that you don't burn out and you also get the results that you want. That is the goal. And as I am coaching women, that is my favorite thing, is to see them take moments for themselves. Often, a lot of times, it's about doing less and learning to say no, that the magic sauce really exists. Because listen, there is so much that we're already saying yes to out of obligation or fear that if we say no, there will be a retribution. I know that I have fallen into that category before, where I'm a people pleaser by nature. I want to help people. I want to be of service, but sometimes it's been at the detriment to myself. And sometimes there have been seasons of my life where I need to slow down. In fact, just this past month, I was going to launch my CEO mindset for October, for the fall quarter. I'm doing another one starting in January, and I have another one coming in the spring. And where I was gung ho, ready to go, finished up a virtual mom summit that I did that went really well. And then I got hit with a personal illness, something that I had to battle for almost, it's been about a month. And I had to take a step back and have a conversation with my husband of, right now is not that time. There's a reason why this time is not the yes that I thought it was. And so I need to be able to say no. And it's okay to be able to say that and to take time for yourself, for your mental health, for your child's physical or mental health. So know that I see you. This is not a perfection or nothing approach. This is something counts. Every little something counts. And we're going to talk about how we can do that to reach our goals. So, diving in, I want you to think about a time that you felt like you needed permission to do something. I actually was interviewed just earlier today, and the woman interviewing me asked, what is something that you feel like is a number one struggle or question or something that someone wants to overcome when they come to you for coaching? And I said to her, it would be permission. I feel like a lot of times as women, we wait for an invitation or someone to give us the permission to do something. I can tell you this because after sharing story upon stories and coaching many women, it is oftentimes ourselves that holds us back because we feel like we need permission from someone else to do the thing. And if you are in that camp and you need that permission, I'm giving it to you right now. So if you need permission or you feel like you just want to start something, you want to research a new education degree or start a new hobby or to create a course or start an online business, I'm giving you permission to do that. And also giving you the seed of growth of knowledge that I've had that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be an approach where you plant the seed and it's ready to go the next day. I really believe in seasons of growth and of flourish. And there's a time and season for everything. So as you're thinking about that, I want to tell you a story about someone that I actually coached recently. Her name is Erin, and she is a therapist and someone who had this fantastic idea to help women with mindset and meditation, and also how to settle within the unsettled. And that's what her approach is. And for her, I would say this was the thing that she had that was holding her back. She had all of these ideas of a course and training that she had had and wanted to share, but didn't know exactly how to put that offer forward. And this is so relatable. If you've never put something out into the world before, it is scary. It can feel overwhelming. You may not know the right steps to take. But as we went through and identified her why, which is key, why are you wanting to share this? Who are you sharing it to? Who can benefit from this thing that you have to offer? Once we really dug into the why and the who, we were able to create really slow, sustainable steps to get from A to B to C to D. And I can say that the moment that she got to of realizing and believing that she could do this for herself, what is my favorite part of coaching, when I see that light bulb of, okay, I can do this and you're here with me and we can do this together. And sometimes that's also an approach, not only getting permission or giving yourself that permission, but also having someone in your camp that isn't associated with your family or your previous relationships. I feel like having an outsider who is so invested in your business alone and the success of that and has done the work, that is where you get the best advice. I love advice from my husband. He's been such a great cheerleader for me, but the role of a coach is something I get somewhere else where I want to get advice from people who have done the thing that I want to do myself. So that would be my next tip, is to really seek out the advice of someone who's walked the walk and done the thing that you want to do, and to really look at their life really behind the scenes, pulling back that curtain. Do they have the work life balance that you're looking for? Do they have the success that you're looking for? Do they have the peace that you're looking for? That has been such a huge mile marker for me of looking for a mentor, is seeing how they conduct themselves, not only in front of the camera, so to speak, but really what's going on behind the scenes. And if there's someone that you can think of as a mentor that is living that life, that's the golden ticket in my mind. Are you ready to reclaim your time and finally focus on the tasks that actually grow your business? Whether you're looking to hire a VA or thinking about becoming one, I've got the perfect solution for you. If you're overwhelmed with your business, I personally connect entrepreneurs with highly trained virtual assistants, graduates of my 60 Days to VA program, so you can confidently outsource and scale. Or if you're looking for a flexible, profitable business from home, my 60 Days to VA course gives you everything you need to have to become a successful assistant without the trial and error. Head to camillewalker.co to get started today. Whether you're hiring or launching your own business, I'm here to help you make it happen. You can also grab this link below and schedule a free discovery call with me to see if it's the right fit for you. There is a false belief that more is better and that our culture can glorify busyness. And I think that that's where we can get wrapped up in the comparison trap of thinking that maybe it's the higher engagement of their social media or the trips that they're going on or the monetary things that people may have. But I can tell you that when I took the time to peel back the layers of what I thought I wanted and what I actually needed, it's the peace that I was really searching for. The truth of it is that you can't scale chaos. You can only scale clarity. And that's where the beautiful things will open up to you of exactly how it is that you want to build your life and your business that will give you sustainable results. And that is my favorite approach to any woman that comes to me looking for help in their business is really to create that clarity of what is it that you're really looking for beyond the numbers. And if you can line those up, that is when real growth can happen because we help to clarify not only the why and the who, but getting help to help you get there. One of the number one things that I see women struggle with is what I like to call the energy leak. That's where we're saying yes to so many things that we forget what we're saying no to. And at many times that can be the risk of our own diet, health, movement, having effective systems, or knowing exactly what it is that we're looking for without taking care of ourselves first. Mental health and clarity is a gift. And if you can sort out your schedule in a way to help you to move in with diet and rest and movement and a teamwork within your business, that's when things really improve. That is why I started tracking not only what I was doing, but how I was feeling. A big key part of that for me was getting an aura ring. If you're watching the video on YouTube, I'm holding it up to the mirror. This is one of those sleep trackers. I was an affiliate of theirs until recently. They did away with their affiliate program, but the best time to buy this is Black Friday, which is coming up very soon. So keep your eye out for that. But it helps to track your sleep, your stress levels, your heart rate, which is very much linked with that stress and heart rate, your period cycle. You can actually watch your temperature goes up and down, which also includes the temperature of your health. So if I have been in a situation where I've been getting sick or my temperature has been elevated outside of my norm of my normal menstrual cycle, my ring will notify me in the app to say, it looks like you are possibly coming down with something. Take rest if you need to. And I have loved it so much. It's biohacking to my physical health. And I'm a data girl. I love to see the stats of what's going on with my body physically. In fact, that health problem that I had this last month, I very much was tracking my heart rate and with my Apple Watch and with my ring. And what's really cool is the Aura ring actually syncs with your Apple Watch for activity level. So if you're working out and maybe the Apple Watch doesn't track it, the ring will, and then they sync with each other and it tracks with your rings. Now, this might sound crazy to some people, but I actually started a 100-day movement challenge with closing all three of my rings on my watch. I do an 8-hour minimum stand, a 30-minute minimum exercise, and a 300-calorie minimum. The reason why I keep it a moderately low goal in terms of the calorie burn and the standing is I wanted to be able to set it to something that I could achieve, even if I'm traveling, I'm sick, or not in a regular workout routine, so to speak, so that I could still do like a walk or a yoga or a stretch, and that 30 minutes would still come into account. So I started that. It's been over a year ago now because I did a 100-day challenge, and believe it or not, I got to that 100 days and it had changed my life so completely with tracking that health and that sleep and that activity that I thought, why not get to 1,000? I'm like, that kind of escalated quickly, but I am at like day 654 or something. I'm really close to the mid 600s. And it has been such a game changer in my health because it hasn't been so much about, oh, I have to work out again. It's almost gamified it in a way where I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it. I need to close my rings. And in the process of that, I've fallen in love with being active and tracking my health with my ring, my sleep, and my activity. So finding ways to sneak in rest, I think that's what you really figure out with this ring is seeing how much good rest and getting really deep sleep affects the effectiveness of your ability to take on the day with everything else you have going on in your life, with your family, your work, your relationships, and your ability to feel your best. So pay attention to that. What are you saying yes to? And by default, what are you saying no to? And if it is yourself, even a 10-minute walk, when I was getting back into my fitness after having a surgery, for me, it was doing really simple things through walking, like doing the step bet program, which is to help you to get steps in. And it's a gamified way of doing that. You put money into a pot, and everyone that finishes within the 6 weeks gets your money back plus whatever everyone else had left over, divided among who stuck it out. That was a really cool way to do it. And I've also done the Conqueror walking challenges, which was really fun too. So find something that could motivate you to either get the sleep you need or the activity that you need and make it rewarding for you, whatever that looks like. Number three is getting into the CEO mindset shift. This is something that I am super passionate about and have created my program around. It's called the Clarity Success Method with the CEO mindset. So, what that means is with the C, we're looking for clarity. We talked about that in the beginning. That's knowing your priorities, your why, and your who. Because when it gets hard, which it will, what is going to keep you coming back for more? It is that why. It's the purpose. It's that knowing of who you're helping and why you're doing it. The L is to leverage. That means to focus on high impact actions. A lot of times when I've coached women in business, they can get swept up into daily administrative tasks that aren't the needle moving decisions that need to be done by them and themselves only, which means that you may need to bring someone into your world to do the things that are the everyday that still keep the needle moving, still keep the business successful, but that you're able to free up your mind and your time for those money making moves, is what I would like to call them. And that can be hard. That's something that I help coach people with is finding reliable team members and how to create systems so that once they come into your world, it's an operating system that no longer requires you to have your hand in every single pot. The A for my clarity success method is to have alignment. That means to have built in routines that sustain your energy. So that's those pieces of once you get a virtual assistant into your world, you know exactly what that looks like moving forward so that it's not decision fatigue of, oh, what am I going to have them do today? What am I going to have them do today? What am I going to have them do today? Because that's where we have those energy leaks again. So if that's something that is appealing to you or you think you'd want to learn more about, I would love to have you join me because that's what I'm helping people with, like Erin, who was lost in that what do I do wheel and getting in her own way and then needing that transformation of those steps, giving yourself permission and also finding the clarity of knowing what steps to take first. And if you're ready to reclaim your energy and your time, I would love to have you grab my free time audit, which helps you to go through and first of all, see how you're spending your time and where those energy leaks are. Where are those lost hours that you have in your day? And using that as a tool to help you to move forward. And from there, I would love to help you if you're interested in joining the CEO mindset or having a one-on-one coaching with me. You can have a discovery call free and we can see if I am a good fit for you to help you with where you are in your business. But most of all, I want you to know that if you have a stirring within you, if you're running this business and you're feeling a bit lost, that is so relatable. And I want you to know you're doing amazing. You're showing up, you're putting the work in, and more than anything else, you have what it takes. And sometimes having what it takes means you're taking breaks too. And I hope you know that. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you pressing play of all the things you could be listening to. Thank you for spending the time with me. And I hope you're subscribed. Make sure that you are following along, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Make sure to follow me at camillewalker.co on Instagram, as well as Call Me CEO podcast. We'll see you next time. Hey, CEOs, thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you found this episode inspiring or helpful, please let me know in a comment and a 5-star review. You could have the chance of being a featured review on an upcoming episode. Continue the conversation on Instagram at Call Me CEO Podcast. And remember, you are the boss.